Taking the time to review your investments recently. The markets have made quite the leap as we closed out 2019 and welcomed in 2020.
Here with what it all means, it's today's Your Dime sponsor, Wall Street Financial Group. We have Chief Retirement Strategist and Founder Zach Gray, as well as Duke Smith, Investment Advisor Representative, here with more. So, hey guys.
How's it going?
Well, it's going great now that we're into 2020. So what do we need to know about how things ended up in 2019?
Well, to kind of recap 2019, it was a really good year for the market. We hit near record highs as of all-time growth as far as the market, whether it be the S&P or the Dow. Lots of different indexes hitting new all-time records, and just overall lots of growth that we saw in last year. We'll see how it goes for 2020, though.
So for the average person, when the markets do well, that means our 401ks are doing well, and those tend to go together, yes?
Yeah, whether you got a 401k or for some of the people that are at the university might have a 403b, maybe you have an IRA or a Roth IRA, or maybe even something like a brokerage account that you just started on your own. As the market continues to climb, you're going to see those accounts continue to go up.
We're kind of going through some pictures here. So the last ones I think said NASDAQ on them. What are we looking at?
This one here is, that last one was the S&P 500. Now we're also looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. These are just typical stock indexes that people use to track how the overall market is doing. Typically those are more large cap stocks, whether it be something like a Facebook or an Amazon or Apple or Google. Those are typically some of the stocks that make up an index like that.
And as with any business, you always want to see your metrics, at least in terms of profits, going up and to the right. And it appeared to be that that's what all of those were doing.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, it definitely was a good year for growth in the market. As you saw in those charts, there was a few rocky spots throughout the year, but overall it was a really good year for the market. I believe the S&P was up just north of 30% year to date for 2019. So I guess 2020 will bring us a new set of challenges.
Zach, how often do you have people in some of those rocky spots? I mean, the average obviously is trending the right direction, right, but when you hit one of those little dips, does your phone start ringing like, oh no, all my money is gone?
You know, the good news about that is that I feel that we've done a really good job, whether it's myself or Duke or any of the team members, really proud of the team we have put together. And we've planned for that, right? We're looking at making sure that we maybe have some more protected type money. Maybe we have something that's built a little bit more middle of the road. And yeah, we might turn, you know, the risk dial up on something like a Roth IRA, or, you know, just maybe we want to take some long-term growth with some of the dollars invested. The good news is we're putting a plan together. We want that plan to come together. And of course, our clients love it when the market's doing well. We love it when the market's doing well, you know, but at the same point, things are going to go up and go down, and what tends to go up sometimes can go down, right? So I think without saying, we want to make sure that we're, you know, taking the right approach with the client. Everyone's situation is different. Your guys' situation might be much different than your parents or grandparents. You know, obviously different timelines, time horizons, different risks, things of that nature.
So how are things looking for 2020?
Well, right now we've been dealt some wild cards as of late,
Yeah.
but all things still seem to be pointing up. So, I mean, hopefully, you know, we can continue to keep this bull run going, though it has been a really long one, to say the least.
Duke, for those who've put their money in between the mattresses, I don't know if that's still a thing.
In the freezer, in
right.
the ice cream container.
You're encouraging them to go ahead and still invest in 2020. Things are at least on an upward trend.
It seems that way. Definitely got to be cautious with where we're at overall, having such a good year last year, you know, not to be buying in at too much of a high, but, you know, you really got to look at a lot of other factors there if you're really looking at jumping into the market now.
Yeah, and all of those factors you can come and discuss with you guys there at Wall Street Financial Group, and you'll be happy to sit down with them and make sure they understand everything they're getting into.
Yep.
From stocks to stocks. They cover it all. It's amazing what they do there at Wall Street Financial. We'll connect you with all their details, mainly on the stock side of things, at our website, which is CILiving.tv. Thanks.